Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how we can create a real smooth, movable layer in Python. So, let's just get into it. Okay, so first we need to create a new project. My name is player.py. Obviously, we need to import in the main two modules, which will be pygame and sys. And now after that, we can make our main window constants, and that would be our width and our height, which would be equal to 500, 500 respectively. The next thing we can make is the title, which would be called, let's call it the smoothest player. Okay. After that, we can get in for initializing pygame. So pygame initialization, pygame initialization. So the first thing we'll need to do is pygame.init. That will tell pygame to initialize. Get yourself ready because there's a whole new world coming. Then the window would be pygame.display dot set underscore mode, and that mode would be our width and height. So let's type it in. Remember to get another extra parentheses inside, so something like that. So inside we'll type in width and height. Now the next thing would be our title. So pygame dot display dot set dot set underscore caption would be title. So after we have that, we'll need to, start up our clock, like for how fast for the FPS, the frames per second. So clock, clock is equal to pygame.time.Clock. So pygame.time.Clock. And now our main pygame initialization is ready. Okay, so now the next thing that we need to do is type in while true. So while true, so wait a second, while true. Now what do I want to do? So not much, window dot fill. I'm just gonna make it a random like 12, 24, 36, like a whole timetable. That's just the randomest thing that came in my mind. Then after that, we are going to do clock dot tick. Clock dot tick would be a 120. And then after that, that's basically it for our window. Now, if we run it, okay, yeah, it will be a little bit slow for a little time. Well, it should not be slow for you also because it depends on how much space you have left, and I have a lot of Python programs. So here we go. We got the smoothest player and our window, which is what we wanted. Now it's not responding. Okay, so it's okay. Okay, so okay, we have to close the program, and yeah, it's because my laptop is really slow, so it will happen a little bit. Okay, So now the next thing that we will need to do. So let's make our player class. That's the first thing, that's the main thing we will do for this video. Create the player. So class player. I am not going to put anything inside, just column. So self dot left rest equal to false. So we can just do it for 3 more times. So 1, 2, 3. That will be right up and down. So right up and down. Okay. So after that, okay. So now that we have everything here, the next thing that we want to do is create define draw. So So what I am going to do is, wait a second, I forgot something. If there's no self, then how am I writing self? So I'm going to put define init over here. So define init self, so define init, and inside the define init, what I am going to be typing is the self. So the first thing is self. The second thing would be most likely our x. And then the third thing would be y. So let's just type it in. There we go. Now that we got all the values, let me just put in the colon and add in a space to all of this. Now we have no errors in the code. Okay, so the next thing is that we have made the self left press, right press, all everything. Now we'll have self dot x is equal to integer x. So remember integer, no float. If we do put it on a float, there will be an error coming, and I'm telling you, like, your laptop will be glitched for some time. So you wouldn't want that. Next thing, self.rect. So rect is equal to the pygame.Rect self self.x self.x self.y self.y, and then I'll have 32, 32. So if I just do it, it would be the left, top, width, and the height. So this is the left, how this is the left and right parameter. This is how up and down it is, and this is the width, and this is the height of the square that we are making. Now the next thing would be the color. So if we have a blackish color, um, what color should I use? Self.color, self, self.color. What color should I use? 250, 120, and 60. I think that would be good, but you'll see later. Then our velocity, so self.velX is equal to 0, and self.velY is equal to 0. Now that we got this, we are pretty much done for the define init section. And one thing is the speed, so self.speed. That's what most people forget all the time. They put in everything, but the speed they forget. That's that's what you gotta make sure to not to forget. Define draw is next. So inside it, I'll have self as always, and then my window. So pygame dot draw dot rect. So actually, I'm gonna clock dot take it to 60. because 100 is too fast for my computer to like it can handle, but it's too fast. So pygame.Rect. After this, I'm gonna type Windows self.color color, and then after self.color, it is self.rect self.rect, and we are done for this define draw section. Now the main thing is the define update section. Now we're not gonna start moving it yet. All of our movement code will go inside the while true. But we are going to do the update so that we know when to update the whole clear system. So define update. Obviously I'm going to put in self inside it. So self.velX, the one that we created earlier, and self.velY. Let's just put in the equals to for both of these. So both of these would be equal to 0 because I have already told you that our main player movement code will be in the while true section. So after we have that, I am going to set the values for the x's and y's so that when we go to the true, we'll need to just focus on the false and the trues for the if left and right quest and the drawing section. So the define update will have what else there is left. So if self dot left pressed and not self dot right pressed, then self dot vel x equals to minus self dot vel and self dot speed. And yeah, we just have to do it we just need to switch keys, then for the up and downs, and you'll be done with the main class. Okay, let's just have a gap in between. Okay, so after we have self dot left, we can just type in self dot right. Press. We just got to change these to left and right. And then self.velX will be equal to self.speed. Now we can put this to up press and not self.down press. Self.velY is equal to self dot is equal to minus self.speed. So sorry, I did a mistake here also. This should be like that. And then self.velX should be like this. And then this should be like this. So if self dot up press and self dot down not press, then self dot vel y is equal to minus self dot speed. So now we just got to do the opposite for down and up. So down press and then self dot up press is we can just remove the minus and we are done with our class section. So if there's an error, the only thing we'll need to focus is what mistake we did in these 30 lines of code. Okay, now we can focus on the while true section while I will take away these extra lines which will unnecessarily take up space in our project. Okay, so we got that. And now I want to add something else, which would be self.x plus equal to self.velX. So it will be on the same player class. Self.x. Wait a second. Something happened. Okay, now we got it. Self.x plus equals to self.velY. self.x. Self.velX. And then we need to do the same for y. So self dot y plus equals to self dot y. Self dot y plus equals to self dot y. Okay, now we got that. So now we got basically most code. Now the last thing we're done is the self.rect. We need to update it, obviously, right? So let's just get it in a space and then self.rect is equal to pygame.rect rect rect. Then inside it would be an sorry something should happen again. Laptop is slow a little. My computer laptop. I forgot what to use. So integer of the of self.x self.x and then the integer of self.y. So outside this, the integer of self.y, and then normal 32 size we have said for our player. Now don't go and test the project, okay? Because let me just show you what will happen. Practically nothing. Just practically nothing will happen. And now, okay, it's not responding when I want to close the program. So that's the thing. Okay, so now we have to go into while true. So while true. Now you might be thinking why it was happening. It's because I forgot the main thing as always, like I have done in my previous videos. It is for event in pygame.event.get if event.type is equal to pygame.quit pygame.quit sys dot simple as pie. So now if we run the code, there should be errors. Yeah, there's no errors. That means we are writing the correct piece of code. Okay. Now we are in the last few lines. So inside the in pygame.event.get, so inside it like that, right inside it, if event.type, so if event dot dot type is equal to pygame.down, pygame.down, what to do? What to do? So if pygame, so if event.key is equal to, sorry, yeah, pygame.kleft dot k underscore left left. Then if pygame.k if it is dot k left, then what I want to do is pygame dot left press. So it's not pygame, sorry. It would be player. And if I want it to be player, I will need to initialize the player. So I have done a lot of mistakes in this video, forgive me. So right out, so it should be inside. If I am right. No, it's correct. So while true, and right above it, player dot. So player is equal to player and then width, width, width by 2, height by 2. So I had forgotten to initialize a player. Instead of pygame here, I can just write player and then dot left press is equal to true. Now, after we get this, I can just copy this and then paste this a numerous amount of times, which is 3. And then each time I can just change it to, right, up, right, up, and then down, down. Then after we get that, I can just change it to left, right, up, and then down. So now we have event.t, we have all of these. Now, don't go and run it yet. What if the key is up? So for key up, it's gonna be kind of just the same thing. So just Control C, Control V, and then it should go one step below. This should be key up, and then all of these would be false, false, false. Okay. And now, do we have anything left? I want to do some more things. So below it will not fill layer dot draw in the window. Then after that, layer dot up 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 update, and then pygame dot display dot flip, and that is basically it. Let's try out our new game. And self dot up. Where's self dot up in the it's not self dot okay. Self dot up rest. Now that we have that, let's try it again. Okay. Up down is going towards the left, so that should be Y. And then what are the final errors of this? If I am doing this correctly, there should be no more errors now, and we should have a smooth game. And yes, everything is going perfectly. We can even go diagonally at the same speed. Whee! And there's no lag when we're going diagonally. So if you want the next part, please subscribe, and then we'll get the next part of how we can control the speed of the movement and how we can create tiny boundaries on the wall so that the player doesn't wander off and 10 years later comes just back. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, and next time the Dipansh Video Time is out. This is a fully explained video.